The day of reckoning, it's management's last day in PCW, and damn it, I'm done having new manager after new manager after new manager and seeing little to no results. This Sunday, I said it's about PCW's true leader in Tommy Mason or Chris Copeland. We will find out who it is. But this Sunday, I say we find out who management really is. Me or Tommy Mason. Because we can control PCW. But this town isn't big enough for the two of us. Only big enough for the personification of perfection, Chris Copeland.
What is up, you guys? James Matthews here, and we are only 2 days away from PCW's biggest pay-per-view of all time, Day of Reckoning. And tonight, the hardcore title will be on the line as Mystery challenges Mason for the belt. And not only that, but Genocide will be in action for the first time in over 4 months against Chris Copeland later on tonight on PCW. And not only that, but a contract signing for a masked match between Gemini and 12 that will take place at Day of Reckoning will also happen later on tonight. Tommy Mason, your current PCW Hardcore Champion, won it back at Summer Twist against this man right here, Mystery. These two men have had a rivalry for the past couple months. Wait a minute! Mason attacks Mystery from behind with the hardcore belt. What a devious sneak attack from behind on Mason. Oh my god, and he hits Mystery with a huge bull hammer. This match can be over before we know it. Mason picking Mystery up. Mystery can barely even stand right now with that cheap attack Mason gave to him. And Mason just keeps staying on the offensive. Has held that hardcore title for a month now. You have to assume that he does not want to lose it, especially 2 days before Day of Reckoning. And now Mason's going for the TME, the Tommy Mason experience. But wait a minute, there's Chris Copeland, his opponent at Day of Reckoning. Mystery pushes him off and he hits a CKO. A Copeland cutter. Oh my god, Mason's out. Copeland helping Mystery to his feet. Mystery is going to the top, it looks like. Wait a minute, Mystery, it's a frog splash on Mason. And we have a new hardcore champion. Mystery has done it. Mystery is the new hardcore champion with a big assist from Chris Copeland. Tommy Mason, you know, has to be furious right now. Chris Copeland putting the belt around Mystery. Mason is probably not happy with 2 days away from Day of Reckoning. Mystery is the new champ. And as we take a look at these replays from this match, there's that sneak attack there by Mason. Here comes that huge CKO, the Copeland cutter on Mason. Will we see that happen 2 days from now at Day of Reckoning? I don't know, but up next, that man Chris Copeland is in action against the returning Genocide. Remember, this is Genocide's first match back, but whoa, wait a minute. Genocide has Tommy Mason's hockey stick, and I think that's Tommy Mason's jersey. Genocide has Tommy Mason's hockey stick in his jersey as if it's like a flag. Genocide dude, this Genocide dude is very weird, man. I do not like him. Very creepy dude. Like him or not, though, he's got a big obstacle in his way tonight with the PCW World Champion Chris Copeland being his first opponent back. These two men haven't even stepped in the ring with one another since all the way back of February this year at our Total Annihilation pay-per-view, which if you have not seen, go back and watch an amazing pay-per-view. But right now, back to present day, Chris Copeland and Genocide are going to pick up the rivalry that they stopped months ago here. And once again, with Day of Reckoning only being 2 days away, If Genocide can pick up a huge victory on Copeland, what will that do to Copeland's psyche for his world title match against Tommy Mason at Day of Reckoning? Genocide is no slouch, though, either, ladies and gentlemen. Former six-time hardcore champion is Genocide. He has a pinfall victory over Copeland in the past. Or, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, Genocide has a submission victory over Chris Copeland in the past, and almost rolled up Copeland right there, got him by surprise. But wait a minute now. Copeland just kicking Genocide right in the stomach, and Genocide goes down. Uh-oh. Copeland showing strength here. What's he going for? Spinning Genocide around and hits him with a move he calls the Elevator. Copeland only getting a 2 count on Genocide now, and Copeland just being very aggressive on Genocide, hitting him with those multiple shots to the back here. Now just driving that knee in the back and pulling on Genocide's hair is Chris Copeland. Oh. And an elbow drop. Copeland is a man who has deceived many people on the PCW locker room and backyard wrestling locker rooms. And he is a man that at one point in time I would say could not be trusted. But as of late, Copeland has turned the tides. He has shown us a different side of Copeland. Copeland is really now more about the fans more than he's ever been. I'd say a couple months ago, if you asked me about Chris Copeland's opinion on the fans, I say he would not care about any of them, and win or lose, whatever they think about him, it's all about him retaining that world title. But now, that is not the case. And now Copeland goes for that future shock DDT, and he hits it.
1, 2.
Copeland wants to get a pinfall victory, especially since Tommy Mason, he costed Mason that hardcore title earlier in the night. So if Copeland can pick up a victory over Tommy Mason's crony, Genocide, it'll just make his victory at Day of Reckoning just as much sweeter, and it puts him on and it gives him so much momentum going into Day of Reckoning. And Copeland showing his strength again. He hits, what is it? Oh my God. Genocide just getting thrown around like a rag doll here. Copeland now staying on Genocide. Copeland's been in control this whole match. Wait a minute, but Genocide getting in control and whams Copeland's back into that tank. It's a running start, and he just clotheslines Copeland over the tank. Genocide just like that, getting back in control here. Genocide, he has to stay on Copeland. Uh-oh. Just bouncing Copeland's head off it. Now grabbing the arm. Wait a minute. Oh, Copeland just completely pulled Genocide over the tank. Now what's he doing with him? Oh, just throwing Genocide over the tank. And Genocide hit hard on the ground. Oh, now Copeland is perched up at the top of that tank. We've seen him fly before. It hits a huge clothesline on Genocide, knocking him down to the ground. This match may be over sooner than you think, ladies and gentlemen. Now he's going back up to the top. What's he doing? Copeland soars and connects with a missile drop kick off the top. Both feet clacking the jaw of Genocide. You see, Genocide was holding that shoulder there. Might be very seriously injured. And Copeland for a third time going back up to the top. What's he doing here? Uh-oh. A flying headbutt moments ago by Copeland. Completely just taking all the air out of Genocide.
1, 2.
And he tries to get a pin cover, but only gets a 2 on Genocide. Wait a minute, now Genocide is really just trying to get back in control of this match. He's really in trouble here. Chris Copeland's been in charge of most of this match. Now what is he doing? The psychopath is Genocide. Just kicking Copeland right in the shoulder. Now what's Genocide doing? He's just choking Copeland. Normally, a move like that would be a... My God, wait a minute. He just went from a choke to a choke slam on Copeland. Copeland now punching Genocide in the gut, trying to get back in control here. Oh, yeah, super kick from Copeland. Connected right on the nose of Genocide. Copeland is now just trying to put away this victory over Genocide. Genocide gets back up and he just went face first into the ground. I don't know what that was. Oh my god! Genocide was on his knees and Copeland hit another super kick right to the side of the head. I think Genocide is knocked out, ladies and gentlemen. What's Copeland doing? CKO, the Copeland cutter on Genocide. That's it. That has to be it. Copeland trying to go in for the pin, which he does. He has it here.
3.
He has it. There you have it. Chris Copeland getting a huge victory over Genocide in Genocide's return match here to PCW. Nonetheless, Genocide gave it everything he can, which was still almost enough to put away Copeland. Now Copeland just talking to the camera, letting everyone know at home about Day of Reckoning, which is 2 days from now. You have to tune in and see it, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Copeland puts title on the line against Tommy Mason. And not only that, but there will be a masked match. And for those who don't know who that is, it's going to be between 12 and Gemini. And the winner winner is going to be the one who can unmask the other opponent and show their face on camera, which the contract signing for that is up next. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, because you don't want to miss it, just like Copeland didn't miss that kick to the side of Genocide's head. And there is the CKO, which put away Genocide.
Earlier tonight, you want to challenge me to not only your world title at Day of Reckoning, but now management is at stake. If I beat you, I get total control. PCW is in my hands for the taking. So to answer your question, Chris Copeland, I accept. So not only will I be walking out with a big gold belt on my shoulder, but I will also be walking out with 6 unsigned contracts in my hand. And who knows what I will do with those. Maybe sign them all to big money contracts, or maybe you and the rest of PCW's roster, your contracts will all go in the trash.
Up next, the contract signing for Day of Reckoning between Gemini and 12. But did you just hear what Tommy Mason said? Earlier in the night, Chris Copeland said that he was challenging Tommy Mason, and at Day of Reckoning, the winner will become the new general manager alongside becoming the new PCW World Champion. But they'll also be the general manager of PCW, considering that PCW's current general manager is resigning 2 days from now at Day of Reckoning. That's going to be huge. Tommy Mason accepting Copeland's challenge. But here's Gemini out in the ring. And here comes PCW's other resident masked superstar, 12. These two men had a vicious Falls Count Anywhere match last month at Summer Twist, and the rivalry just gets more and more intense as 2 days from now they will sign a contract right now, and in 2 days they will have the first ever PCW mask match where you have to unmask your opponent to get the victory. And as we know, back at Summer Twist, 12 was able to put Gemini asleep with that triangle choke. Honestly, all he has to do is Day at Reckoning is hit that triangle choke and pass Gemini out, and then just take the mask off. Both men looking over closely the rules and terms to that contract. Gemini ready to sign. Wait a minute. What are they looking at? Wait a minute, that's Parker! That's Parker! There's that lunatic Parker who's just been running around beating people up on... Oh my god, a spear on Gemini! For the past 3 weeks, he's just demolished people like 12 and Mystery, and now Gemini. 12 trying to come behind Parker. Wait a minute, but Parker turns right around. It's a huge clothesline on 12. 12 trying to sneak up on Parker. Parker is ruining this contract signing. He's got him up for an F5. 12 has tasted this before, not on it. Oh my god. He just F5 12 on that table. 12 is broken in half. Parker has just broken 12 in half. Let's go back and watch that huge spear. And then not only that huge spear, but that huge F5 on the table. Oh my. Oh. And Parker's still out here. What's he doing? Now he's just fixing the table. Grabbing the contract, sets the contract down. Parker signing the contract. Wait a minute, it's an open contract. He's allowed to do this. Now Parker crossing his hands like he's waiting for something. Wait a minute, whose music is that? What the? That's Jack Andrews. That's PCW's newest signed superstar, Jack Andrews. What's he doing here? Is he here to answer Parker's challenge? This is an open contract. Parker pushing the contract towards Andrews. Wait, he's signing it. Oh my God. Can you feel it, ladies and gentlemen? This intensity. Parker flipping the table. These two men now face to face. Oh my God. In 2 days, these two men will meet at Day of Reckoning. Oh, you have to tune in, ladies and gentlemen. 2 days from now, PCW presents Day of Reckoning, and it is going to be just one of the most wildest pay-per-views I feel like we've ever done. Tune in, ladies and gentlemen.